Jennifer Fink. I am the host of the Fading Memories podcast, and these are the 5 things that I learned while caregiving for my mom who had Alzheimer's disease. The first is to embrace the unexpected. Alzheimer's will give you a lot of challenges that you will never think possible. However, they also give you the opportunity to explore things you might not have ever done. For example, one of the first things I did after becoming responsible for my mom was to become a legislative advocate for the Alzheimer's Association. I mean, talking to legislators sounds terrifying until you realize, one, they're just people too, and most of the time you talk to their staff, and you can have an effect on what's going on in your particular community or even the nation. I also learned that I really enjoy public speaking. When I first started the podcast, I was really nervous every time I logged in or actually recorded in person, but now it's just like talking to a new friend, and I am looking forward to expanding on that in the future. The second thing that I learned, and I learned it early on, thankfully, is that knowledge is power. My dad did most of the care for my mom, and I pretty much thought I knew how to handle her, but when I lost him and he didn't have the buffer of him being between the two of us, I realized I didn't really know how to take care of my mom. I didn't know how to provide a quality of life and the joy and all of the things that I wanted to give to her despite her having Alzheimer's disease. So I went to a support group. I started a podcast to learn more, which I am still doing despite the fact that mom is gone. And I've read books, and now I'm writing one of my own. So there's lots of ways to acquire knowledge as a caregiver, and I think you should access as many of them as you have time for. And I hope that you choose Fading Memories as one place to get some advice, wisdom, and inspiration. The third thing that I learned, and this is one I continue to do to this day, is prioritize my self-care. It's very, very easy to lose yourself in the 24/7 needs of somebody else. But what's going to happen to your loved one if something happens to you? I mean, as logical as it is to plan for that, not enough of us do, including me. So it's very important to maintain your friendships as much as possible. Gain new caregiver friends. Those are really great. Maintain your workout routines. Get as healthy a food as you can eat. Manage your stress. I know that's really hard when you're caring for somebody with some form of dementia. All of the things that you need as a human being to feel good on a daily basis, you need to prioritize that because you matter. And you need to continue on with your dreams, your goals. Yes, they'll probably take longer and, they might change. But you matter, and it's important that you prioritize yourself and your self-care. The next thing, and this one took me a little bit longer, was trust your instincts. I listened to all the experts on the things I should do with my mom. And of course, wanting to give her the best quality of life and the most joy, I tried all of the engagement activities. We had a photography studio and 1-hour photo lab as a family. So we had hundreds of photos. We had scrapbooks. I would bring scrapbooks of when I was a kid for my mom to look through. It was very painful that she didn't recognize anybody, not herself, not my dad. She didn't recognize the kids, nothing. It was like looking at a scrapbook of some stranger. I think it frustrated her. It certainly didn't make me feel good. And I didn't know what to do, which is why I started the show. I had to talk to people who also had ideas of what to do. Once I realized that this one of the reasons that some of these engagement activities didn't work with my mom is because I wasn't catering to the things that she liked. That was especially true with music therapy. My mom loved talk radio, loved talk TV, but I'm sitting here trying to play her music that's getting her going. Total failure. I was so afraid of upsetting her if she heard the word Alzheimer's or dementia that I never played her my show, which I think she might have actually enjoyed because the conversations are kind of fun. She probably wouldn't have understood what we were talking about, but I think they would have made her happy even if she didn't understand it. So I regret that I didn't at least give that more of a chance, but that was because I, wanted to do the right thing instead of what I thought was right. So definitely trust your instincts. And lastly, find your tribe. My mom had Alzheimer's for 20 years. You cannot do 24/7 caregiving entirely on your own. Yes, I know if you're looking at this video and your person is in the early stages, maybe they forget things, they need reminders, but they can still dress themselves, feed themselves, drive places. You put a few tweaks and changes into place, reminders, phone calls, and you go about life pretty much the way it was before. But eventually, they lose more and more skills and more abilities, and you can't just put a reminder on your phone or call them up and say, hey, did you take your meds, or that type of thing. It becomes a 24/7 job. So I always suggest that people put a care team in place as early as possible. And I do have how to do that on my website, so I'm not going to take too much time to share that with you today. But you need it. You need a care team that's there to support you. You need friends, especially caregiver friends, that know what you're going through and can listen to you on the bad days, give you advice on some days, all the things. Find your tribe, trust your instincts, prioritize your self-care. Knowledge is power, and embrace the unexpected, because like it or not, you're on this journey and you might as well make the best of it. I know I did. I actually changed careers and now I'm doing things I never thought I'd do, and I'm not unhappy about it. So if you have any other questions, just leave a comment and I will get back to you, because it's that important. I'll be part of your tribe. So thanks for taking a few minutes to listen to the 5 things that I learned while caregiving. Bye for now.